Live, 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 live. Eh, ba't andito ako nakatab? And ay, Goofy, and we're live. Hi guys. Medyo ang ganda ng panahon ngayon kasi ulan-ulan. For me, maganda siya compared sa mainit.
I once considered keeping some pets in my office, but soon gave up on the idea. It's just not right to keep small animals where they won't be able to see the sun.
I'm unspotable, and the smothering birdie, unimputable. In December 94. Yes guys, we're also live in Twitch. Ay, mali.
Word of advice, don't break the law. Is there anything else?
Undisputable.
Yeah, seriously, don't break the law.
Parang mas maganda 22 lang, no? Luffy! Bakit? Oh, wag na ingay, wag ingay. Awesome! We're live na po. Wag ingay. Dito ka dali. Sa si Pirate. Wala si Pirate. Ah, uy. In December 49, I'm unstoppable. December 49. I put my arm now in the same infinity. Kailangan pa natin mag-soundcheck, no? Sound check. Sound check. Okay. Uy, napakalayo ng isang ay, mamamatay tayo day. Buhay pa rin. Patuwi Chin Mage. Ay, dulong-dulo naman talaga to, day. Excuse pose, dadaan lang pose.
I will have order.
Bang, kita kayo sa camera, you're dead. Pipi, dyan lang. Ouch. Ginagawa mo dyan?
Stabilize.
One with nature.
Silence.
Ha, nahagip patay. Nahagip patay si kuya mo eh. Ano ba yan?
Gather.
Ouchie. Dami namang ano nito ni ate mo. Sister naman, dami naman nang nipapagawa. Oy, kakaiba si sister, may dalang ano. Horn. Ay, ay, ay. Uy, daming kalaban. Uy, naninira ng tirador. Oh, wow.
Into the wind.
Bow your head.
Napakaangas naman.
Have a safe trip.
Kalayo ha. Halos patable.
One with nature.
Pinakapangit na commission talaga tong
Silence!
hindi pa inabuti sa taas.
Settle down!
Ang galing naman ito, oh.
The wind knows me.
Dyan patabong in the better in the scene. I'm imputable. Ito pa, ang tagal pa. Pwede naman pumili ako agad ng left or right. Hintayin pa yung balloon. Hey bata.
Just what is that growing on that slime's head?
Ay, talaga naman! OMG! To the left, to the left.
Bow your head.
Tura left, tura left. Everything about the mount to the left.
Add astro. Add astro. Thank you for
Tsari ko. Hoy, pwede na tayo magbili ng 10. Ilan na yung fate natin? 130. Nako, pang Furina to, tsaka ano pa? Furina tsaka weapon, dito kaya boy. Next na si Furina, diba? Ng days, 12 days. Nag C1 kasi ako, kumuha pa ako C1 ng Alhaitham eh. Worth it naman. Worth it ang constellation ni Alhaitham. When Alhaitham generates his elemental master, uy, 50 nice one for 8 seconds, max 4 stacks. Awesome, napakaangas. Paano ba siya mag-generate? Each stack's duration is counted independently. This effect can be triggered even when the maximum number of chisel light mirrors. Say what now? So what's gonna happen? Okay. 50 times 4, oh. That is math 200. Pakaangas pala nun, bro. When particular field fetters of phenomena is unleashed, the following effects will become active based on the number of chisel light mirrors consumed. Ay. Pag-consume, increase EM. Medyo pangit to ah. each mirror generated. Ito maganda pala, dendro damage. He will generate 3 chisel. Oh, 30% ano na agad yun, 30%. Maganda maggawa ka muna ng mirror, no? Pag naka C6 ka, gawa ka muna mirror. Char lang, hindi naman tayo mga C6. Dang angas, alhaitam bro. What? Naka 369 ano siya? Okay.
Wait. Huh?
Turalep, turalep. Ay, simulan natin yung ano natin, guys. Genius Invocation TCG. Inventory. Paano ma-check ang inventory? Whispers. Drops and... Oh, ito. Pwede na mag-claim, bro. So on. I put my arm now in the banana. I'm but the bone. Hey, what do we have here? Ko pala natalo lahat. Kasi iba malakas. Ito malakas to siya ano.
Whatever would you do without me?
Nakaw naman.
Come on out.
Gotcha.
Ouch, it hurts. What's this? After you switch character, if the character switched to does not have energy. Nice. Para saan to? If you play a weapon... Ay, pang 3 talaga. I put my arm now and find Father's Eve.
Yeah, I'll do my best, but I can't guarantee a victory.
Jan Pantabon.
A moment.
Pax 3 yan, bro.
I'm getting sick of this game.
Now you're testing my patience.
Ouch, it hurts, you know. Fuck.
Where the eternal oasis.
Makakatira pa tayo, day. Oh, nice one, bro.
Lord of Sand, your sacrifice is ready.
Ouch, it hurts, you know. Ano ba naman yung mga dice na yan? What is this thing? For yan bro.
Stay cool and face your guilt.
The golden slumber.
Don't slip away.
Ako na ba? Ako na nga.
Let's begin.
Don't slip away.
Oh.
I have no objections.
Don't slip away.
Oh.
What a dreadful ending. Heartless.
Tatalo pa tayo ah. Tatalo tayo sa dice. Uy. What is this again? Create a one called
Let's end this now. We'll
haha,
meet again.
we winced.
Bloom as the flowers in Gurabad. The eternal oasis
Puti,
of
may cryo
love.
boom boom tayo. Haha.
Whatever would you do without me?
Huh?
Show them.
Ouch.
Let's get to work.
Kailangan ko tong food na to eh.
A moment, please.
Hello, mauna po siya doy. Nagkaka-burst siya. Sakit naman. Uy, bakit di tayo nakatira? Sayang naman yung natirang dice.
Have a safe trip.
Ow!
Instead of going big, guess I'm going home.
I feel good.
Come on out.
Uy, nice. This is nice. Ouch. Uy, 4. Ouch. Oh, daming electro ah. Awesome. May bago tayong mga weapons eh. Ano ba tong golden troop? If the character to switch is attached, huh? This is attached to standby. These can compose points. When you play a talent card or character is elemental skill, point this card as creature may spend once elemental dice. Pang foray na siya, no? Foray na. What's this? After an opponent takes damage, when the character to switch it, takes damage na naman. Check man tayo sa ibang support card. Uhuy, may mga bago bro. When action phase begins, discard the maximum. What? Sir Arthur, after you discard or use one card, Fortune, this card gains 1 use lead point. And face, if discard already, deduct 2 points, then copy 1 card at the top of your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. Okay. Parang magkukuha lang tayo ng dice sa kalaban, no? The Mausoleum of King Dashred. Usage. Wala siyang usage. After your opponent draws 4 cards, cumulatively discard, and create 2 forbidden knowledge at the top of the opponent's deck. After that, until this round ends, for every 1 card your opponent draws, 1 forbidden will be created immediately and randomly replaced within their deck. Parang nonsense naman yan. This card gains 1 experimental progress point. When you reach 369 points, you will gain 1 Omni die. And discard. Oh, countdown to 3. Oh, what's this? The opposing active character loses 1 energy. Arcane pala to. Okay. Kaya pala 0. Wag na, bilhin na lang tayo ng... Ay, nako. Diyan patabang. The spattering birdie, undisputable. Beginning in black. What's this? No, hindi tayo mag-TCG. Ilan na yung ano niya? Proficiency 9. May nakukuha pag 10 eh, no? Sayang naman. Sige, try natin isa. Set difficulty. Awesome. What? Easy lang tayo, bro. Ang dami nating foods ah. What's this? Sige, okay lang yan.
Whatever would you do without me?
Grabe naman yan. Puro cryo agad. What's this? Upon my armor now. Ganun din. Pag ano din. Tanggalin na natin to.
Right here.
Yeah, I'll do my best, but I can't
Siya mo na
guarantee you
sa
victory.
susunod tuloy. Grabe naman yan.
Don't run away now.
Kaya pala mahirap siya kasi yung dice na ibibigay sa'yo. Lahat hindi maganda.
Fall before me!
Ay wait, pwede natin ilagay ito, no? Huwag lang tayo gumamit ng... Uy, nice, Pinemon. Oh, it really hurts. Dami naman tira niyan. Corny mo naman, bro. Ang dami mong tira, parang unlimited dice. Hindi mga totohanan to. Ano ba to? Ala! Kung pinalitan nyo, yung mo bro.
Show them.
Yeah, I'll do my best, but I can't guarantee a victory.
Let's begin. You win. This.
Wala, mabubuhay pa siya, day.
You win.
Ay, hindi na. Na-deads na. Paano kayo na magdag yung proficiency?
Solidify. You are not welcome here.
Into the wind.
Will meet again.
Crit trait na may ER, na may attack, na may HP. Parang crit trait yung gamit ko pa yun, no? Alright, Kurituritu. EM pala yun, mas maganda. Aba, naglaman lang ba siya? Ilan EM nito? 19. Mababawasan tayo ng 19, bro. Kapag ano, tumaas yung crit damage nito. Nag-attack na. Try natin plus 12. Plus 16. Ayawan na.
You are not welcome here.
The wind knows me.
Settle down. Will meet again. You are not welcome here. Silence!
I'm getting
Meet again.
Puro basura talaga. Hindi na ako makakuha ng magandang artifacts. Parang ilang years na. Ay, walang kwenta Genshin. Ano nangyari sa inyo Genshin? Napakawalang silbi na ng laro nyo. Mag-wuthering waves na tayo guys. Ang pangit na ng ano. The RNG is getting worse each time. What's this? Rewards from the Forge Realms. Ah, hindi ko pala nakuha yun. Hi. Ito hindi ko pa kinausap, kakausapin na lang eh. Si Suding ba? Suding. Suding. Chapter 4 Act 6 Bedtime Story. Saka na tayo, ito muna tayo na. May stuttering na yan, pisting yawa.
Still no dice?
Not at all. And I've asked pretty much everyone in the Lynette's ears drooped as soon as she heard that we'd have to be out and about for days on end. And Fremine, he hid himself under his helmet as soon as he realized there'd be people around that he didn't know.
What about Chiori and Charlotte? I feel like both of them would be more than up.
I've asked them already, but they're both pretty busy right now. I just gave the members of the Spina a few days off too, so I don't want to...
Nadia, Claran, what's up?
Oh my. Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
Huh. Navia?
Huh? Oh.
Yep, this is our chance.
Do you need our help with something?
Oh, precisely. My dear partners, we've got a huge problem right now that only you can...
Whoa, for real?
Absolutely. We've already exhausted all our...
Traveler, would you join us and play Marechaussee Hunter Judgment Day?
Marechaussee, what?
It's a new game script by the Tabletop Troupe, a local roleplay...
Ever heard of the Tabletop Troupe? They put out games that allow you to participate in a story and roleplay characters with your friends. Oh, I've loved
That sounds super interesting.
Interesting.
Clorand and I are both veteran members of the club. Recently, someone came up with a new script and was looking for people to help play and when they asked, of course I couldn't refuse. I mean, come on.
Generally speaking, scripts at that level of development have a lot of issues, but I think this one is pretty solid. The author obviously put a lot of work into the story, and the world building is also quite credible.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I know I was the one that handed you the script, but some of us haven't read it yet. No spoilers, please.
Anyway,
Okay.
the script calls for a team of 4. Ah, yes. We're missing one final player.
So, you're saying you'll help us out? Ugh, I knew.
Paimon and the Traveler are kind of a package deal. Is that okay?
That's not a problem. I'll adjust the pace based on the actual number of players, and ensure that...
Well, Traveler, what do you think? Wanna play? Paimon will follow your lead.
Well, that solves our problem. You have our thanks.
Woohoo! I'll go grab the script manager from...
The script manager? Didn't you just say that you gave Clorand the...
The club introduced a completely new kind of gameplay for this. In this iteration, the Game Master's version of the script is incomplete. The script manager provides the next part of... On top of that, in order to increase player immersion, the club has created some of the story's sets and scenes in real life. We'll only know where we should go once the script manager reveals...
Wow, you're right. Whoever wrote this script really did put in a lot of work.
And it's got a real healthy amount of suspense, right? I mean,
Right.
even the GM doesn't know how the story will end.
I look forward to
GM.
experiencing it with...
Why don't you go meet up with the others first? They should all be waiting at Chioria Boutique.
Sounds good. Remember to always watch where you're going.
You say that like I'm 6 years... Let me think. What kind of character should...
I just hope you'll pick up some useful skills this time. Oh, and stop trying to persuade every animal you come across.
Silent night. Only night. Meet up with the others. Who are the others? Si Chiori pala. Kakasabi lang eh. Chiori's boutique. Oy, si Foray na. OMG.
Sorry to keep you...
You're back! Huh? And you've got the travel...
What a pleasant surprise. I assume you'll be...
Linny, Farina! Paimon didn't know you were playing too. Are you also members of the...
I'm more of a casual member, if anything. I haven't taken part in many formal club activities. Lynette, Fremine, and I play something similar at the hotel. Still, I'm sure it'll be fun being a player for the first time. I'm looking...
Well, I'm not a member of the club at all. Clorand simply woke me up first thing this morning, said there was a good script worth experiencing, and
If you're interested, I can give you a referral. That should give you a 40% discount.
I think I'll wait to see how this experience plays out first, especially when it comes to the quality of the script.
Do you participate in a lot of tabletop troupe activities, Clorand?
You could say that. She's actually one of the few senior game masters at the...
Right. I knew about that even when she was still my subordinate.
It's nothing. Really.
Wow. Paimon's so used to seeing you be all upstanding and intimidating as the champion duelist. It's kind of hard to imagine you role-playing with a bunch of friends.
Surely you jest. I would never intentionally make things difficult for my players. I maintain a clear boundary between my professional and personal lives. The me you see at court represents the law and order of Fontaine. I put all personal feelings to the side, but in my personal life, I'm just an ordinary person. Someone...
Well, you say that, but for all the time I've known you, I don't think I've ever seen you cry. I've seen you get angry, sure, but now I'm wondering whether you were actually mad or if it just looked that way from the outside.
I was probably in work mode during the...
Is that so? Well, in any case, I just feel like even in your personal life, you don't get
So you want to see me cry? That might be a little difficult. A show of anger, though.
no.
Ah, I'm back! Here, allow me to introduce you to the script manager, Mr. Florian.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Hello. Wait, are you a champion duelist too, Mr. Flurry?
Oh, no. This is just the costume provided by the club. I occasionally play a few of the roles in my
That sounds like a lot of work.
It's nothing. It's the least we can do to give the player. Anyway, allow me to give you a brief introduction. This script was adapted from the real history of the Marashose Hunters. You all will play the role of.
Paimon's not super familiar with the history.
Oh, no problem at all. I can give you a brief rundown. So, basically, Marashose Hunters were people who dedicated themselves to hunting monsters and protecting. Their story can be traced back to the ancient Remurian dynasty. But
Cassiodor.
only the finer details
Parang
for
narinig ko
you
na
to
yung
seek out and
Cassiodor.
discover later.
And I'll provide additional
In that case, brave hunters, are you ready to set out on an unknown adventure?
No.
Oh, just one sentence and it's like we're in the story already.
Aha! I see many a determined gaze before me. Very well.
So, as we follow the story, it leads us to specific scenes? Ooh, sounds pretty innovative. What does the message...
It's the exact location of the scene, as well as the formal permission to use the venue. Huh, seems like they have everything prepared. Please check all your belongings, everyone, and make sure you haven't forgotten anything. Once you're ready, please follow me to the designated location.
Sounds good. Hunters.
Let's go. Bite. Fighting agad. Ba yun? Ang loyo-loyo man?
Way now.
Ninerf ba nila si Norvelet? Parang umina ah.
Let's begin.
Wait, who's attacking me?
Now.
Oh.
Let's begin.
Whoa, they really have thought of everything. Even the Fatometer is here and ready to go for us.
What's a Fatometer?
The Fatometer.
It's a card that's used to determine action success or failure. We'll need to use it when we try.
And what about all the dessert and tea?
That's what the message said.
Really? That's so nice.
Those snacks have Paimon's name written all.
I think you might be more of a snack hunter than a
Snack Hunter Paimon reported for duty. If there are delicious snacks to be found, Paimon will track down every last one.
The desserts are great. But I'm still looking forward.
Very. First, Please pick up the blank character cards in front of you and write down your name and profession. You can find an abbreviated version of the rules printed on the back of your character card. In this story, everyone is a Marachose hunter. To reflect this, the club has prepared a small
Ooh, nice!
As hunters, you have proficiency in swordsmanship and fighting by default, so there's no need to allocate any additional skill points.
Swordsmanship? So there's a fighting part to all of this?
Why don't you share a character card then? The Traveler will be the Marachose hunter, and you can be his little floating assistant.
Huh. So, for the name, do I fill it out with a name?
Yep. It can be any name you...
You can use your real name too if you want. I do that whenever I get too lazy to think of a new name.
Oh, so it would be like experiencing a different life. But,
In that case, I think I'll continue to use...
Next up is the skill sheet. You have a limited amount of skill points that you can use to learn a number of skills. The more points you invest in a...
Ay,
I'll take persuasion and investigation. Those are must-haves when it comes to missions like...
Oh, those skills sound like they'd be useful for gathering intelligence. Good idea, Navia. Just as expected of a veteran player.
assassinate and exterminate. Char.
So should we also take those?
Not necessarily. Since we're working together as a team, we could leave the negotiation. For example, I think I'll take stealth and sleight of hand. That will give us more options if we run into any situations we can...
Oh, interesting. I wasn't thinking about it like that. I suppose it's not so different from an acting troupe. Let me see. I'll take arts and performance. I'm not quite sure.
Well, that leaves us. What do you want to learn, Traveler? Oh, something that'll help you get a read on other people's thoughts. Sounds useful.
Medicine.
Ooh, so you want to help people. So what do you think? Are you sure you want to learn these two skills?
Bakit wala bang assassinate and exterminate and destroy?
Oh, looks like you...
You've all picked such classic skills.
Why do I get the feeling she's getting ready to cause trouble?
For example, this one here. Summon. Doesn't it sound super mysterious?
Oh, I saw that one just now as well. The description says, this skill can be used under certain
The script's world-building rules, huh?
Oh, that's not for us to worry about, my friend. Just learn the skills that interest you. And the GM will...
All right, you've convinced Paimon. Let's learn summon then. Paimon can't wait to see what kind of...
Well, now that everyone's more or less finished creating... Since two of our players are doing this for the first time, though, would you like to play on easy mode or...
Authentic mode.
What's the difference between...
Well, in role-playing games, the story sometimes changes based on the decisions of the players and the results of the... For example, if you fail a check, that means you cannot use the target skill in that scenario. A critical fail. If you choose to play in authentic mode, every time you elect to use a skill, you'll need to use the fatometer to see whether you... If you choose easy mode instead, every check will be...
Nope, we'll use authentic mode.
Given that I'd like to focus on the story, I suppose I should pick easy mode.
Huh? Oh, come on. Don't worry about that.
RNG.
RNG is the lifeblood of role-playing games. Never knowing what you might have to overcome. Ugh.
I'd rather be mentally prepared for what...
All right, then I'll mark down Farina for easy mode. All her checks will be successful by default. As usual.
What about you, dear partner? How would you like to...
Are you sure?
Do you sure?
Trust me, you'll see the beauty of RNG.
OMG.
Honestly, I don't think Clorand would make things too difficult for us, no matter what the fatometer says. Isn't that right, Clorand?
No.
That
Well, anyway, enough talk. Let's get started. I want to experience at least a good chunk of the story today.
Speaking of the story, why is the beginning scene on a beach?
Well, that's because a long time ago, back when human civilization was still in its infancy, powerful demons and evil sorcerers ruled over the land. They created a host of monsters and sent them to slaughter all humans in existence. Soon, a group of human rebels banded together. With their swords raised, they swore to brave the darkness, and in doing so, subdue each and every monster that sought their destruction. They became known
as the Charimusi Hunter. So what's that? Meron tayong bagong meme. You will see the beauty of RNG. A new meme is born.
Sometime later, as a member of the Marashose Hunters, you receive a commission. As you inhale, you can taste the slightly salty air of the docks as you begin to survey your surroundings. There aren't many people in the vicinity. Your eyes meet, and you realize these people are fellow Marashose Hunters.
You're all Marashose hunters too, right? Allow me
Ang
to
gaganda ng
introduce
skin nila
myself.
dito. Sana
The
gawing
name's
skin to
Navi,
talaga tong
monster
Hoyoverse
hunter by trade
Di
and
marunong.
helpful neighborhood. What say you to traveling together? We can help you.
Okay, count me in. My name is Linny. I've been wandering since I was little and picked up a few less than legal tricks along the way. I was adopted.
Is this where you introduce your character to everyone? My name is Farina, and, I grew up in a noble family. I always had a strong interest in performance and the arts.
Hey, that's really. You can do it, Farina. That's exactly how it's done.
Paimon is Paimon, a good friend and companion to this Marashose hunter right here.
I've been studying medicine
Oh.
ever since I was a child. I want to do my part to eradicate these monsters and use what I've learned to heal others.
Oh, welcome, welcome. When we face the monsters, I'll make sure to charge in front to give
You open your envelopes at the same time. To the honorable and trustworthy Marashose Hunters, our kingdom is The lands outside the capital have been overtaken by monsters, and
Sa
our
Mondstadt
people are
tayo,
being
no?
led astray by forces of wickedness. We
The layout of this city looks super familiar.
The scriptwriter must have used a real-world city as a reference when coming up.
As experienced hunters, the layout of the city reminds you of places. Yet, as you regard the city in front of you, it appears to be little more than an empty shell.
I carefully read every line of the letter and turn my attention to the signatures at the bottom. Who issued this commission to us?
You see a long string of unfamiliar names. It would seem that many of the residents of the city issued this commission together. They
In that case, why don't we take a walk around the city and see if we can learn anything from the local residents?
Oh, good idea. We might be able to get some leads on the monsters and bad guys we're after.
Ayan.
You look up and see a tavern nearby.
Why don't we go check out that tavern? If the
As you approach
What?
the tavern,
Pupuri na
find
pa
a
ako eh.
plainly dressed woman standing nearby. She appears to be
Farina.
rather troubled about something.
Awesome. What?
Greetings, friend. Lovely weather we're having today.
Oh, hello. I suppose you're right. The weather today is quite lovely.
It seems like every character included in the script has a certain amount of useful information to offer.
Oh, come now. Don't be sad. Life is all about
Huh?
Parang-
I don't think that's the kind of question we're
Nothing turns a frown upside down like good food. How about some macarons?
You didn't even take cooking as one of your skill perfections.
That's not necessary, miss. Excuse me for saying this, but you don't really look like a chef.
So you're someone who barely smiles and doesn't like sweets. Hey, did she just... me?
Chlorian must have broke character for a second. This isn't getting us anywhere.
Miss, we'd love to learn more about the monsters you mentioned. If you're willing to open up to us, we might just be able to help resolve the troubles you're facing.
Check complete.
You weren't even the one that learned persuasion.
My troubles, you say? A horde of monsters suddenly appeared in your...
Do you remember when those monsters...
I'm not completely sure. All I...
Do you know where he...
It all happened so fast.
You have our thanks, friend. We'll find and defeat those monsters...
Don't worry. We'll find him. We don't always get to choose what happens to us. But we do get to choose the little things, like what we eat and how we respond to the things life...
You bid farewell to the woman, and continue your journey further into the city.
Foreigner in the house. Ilang seconds yung ano? Interval. 6 seconds. Ah, 16.2%. Almost lang, eh. Ilang seconds. Pangit naman ng interval. 6 seconds lang.
Strike a pose.
Sha.
Hey there. Hiya. Cha. Nah.
Pangit ng two initial charges. Paano kaya nag-ano? Ito yata yun. Oh, damage dealt. 4 seconds. For each pyro. Oh, C3 ah.
Hey there. Nah. Cha. Watch out.
Karaya pa rin nga yun. Oh, dalawa. Ayos yun ah.
Now disappear!
Now disappear. Para sa yung para sa yung prop surplus stock para sa inyo. Ay, 5 na. Voila. Baka sa constellation, no? Ha?
As you venture further into the city, the streets appear largely empty. An elderly woman walks past. You see her shake her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet. A nearby merchant folds his arms and gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that he's someone who has long gotten used to the sight before him.
Although he doesn't seem very friendly, merchants are usually a good source of information.
Pardon me, sir. I'd like to ask a question if...
That depends. How much are you willing to
Pangit
pay?
ng boses.
How about...
What do you take me for? Some lowly beggar? You can't...
Surely an onion can't...
what do you know? War's nearly upon us. Everything costs several times.
Whoa, what a nasty guy. Maybe we should...
But he still might have information we need. Sir, we came to this city to solve the very problem you seem to be referring to. If you happen to be well informed and know a thing or two about what's going on, we'd appreciate it if you could share that information with us. After all, the sooner this problem gets resolved, the...
Ba't kumukuha ka kaagad?
Well, things are basically as you said, young lady. Those monsters are camped outside the city, and they've been destroying all our trade routes. We have limited reserves within the city, so if this continues...
Wait, you're saying no one has put a plan in place?
We could all starve and those nobles in the palace wouldn't even break a sweat. Who knows? Maybe they've been in cahoots with the monster.
That is concerning.
All right. That's all the information you need, right? Off with you now. I've still got...
You know, if you smiled a little more, you'd definitely get more business. And I bet that would make your life just a little bit sweeter. I'm not saying it's guaranteed.
Bilisan na natin, ste.
Should we try to go somewhere with more people?
Oh, how about the city square? Follow me.
Sana makuha kita, Farina, tsaka yung weapon mo.
Before you lies the city's central square. You see a man with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing back and forth, his head hanging low. He doesn't seem to notice your approach. Still immersed in his own thoughts, he shakes his head.
This guy seems promising enough. Hello, sir. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Wait, you're... Oh, dear goodness!
You recognize us? Ah.
Yes! Oh, I didn't expect you to actually...
What happened here?
Alas, we once lived comfortable, carefree lives. This city used to be free of monsters. However, monsters have once again surrounded the city. Perhaps the seal that kept them at bay has lost its power. Or perhaps...
Are there not...
It's not a question of numbers. The guards simply have no idea how to deal... Most people my age have never even seen one of the monsters, much less been trained to fight against them. When I was a child, though, my grandfather would tell me stories about how the Marashose hunters drove back the monsters. So, on the off chance something might come of it, to be perfectly honest, I was starting to think all those stories were just tall tales. But...
Well, you can rest easy, friend.
The man is touched by your determination and resolve. His...
Still, if we are going to hunt the
all I know is that the area... Oh, although, if you leave the capital through the main gate and follow the road, you should run into a group of guards. They might know more about where to find the monsters.
I see.
All right, be careful. Oh, and one last thing. They're actively working with the monsters, and have corrupted the court ministers with... Even one of our kindest ministers has turned into a boorish and unreasonable figure, interested in nothing but...
Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard...
I feel bad for him. Maybe we should try to cheer him up?
Hey! Not everything can be solved.
I appreciate your kindness, but for now, it's more important to brave hunters. I leave the...
Tama na.
If I understood correctly, there are currently two problems.
Exactly. We need to defeat the monsters out...
But, well, this seems like a good moment for a break. Take some time.
I really didn't expect the people in the city...
Well, Clarence said the script took cues from the real history...
I wouldn't say it's a perfect representation of history, but there are
Sure. As long as it does...
Paimon wants to know too! The hunters were super powerful, right? Were they all from a special line of super...
No. All Marashose hunters were ordinary mortal fighters. The only thing that set them apart were the special sword techniques.
Huh? So you mean anyone could...
In theory, yes. All you would need to do is survive the rigorous training and master the... Still, most people dropped out at the early stages. And others called it quits the minute they saw a monster in person.
What kind of monsters did the hunters fight exactly? Oh, and the evil sorcerer the script mentions.
The land of Fontaine once played host to an ancient dynasty known as Remuria. After that dynasty fell, monsters began to appear. Intent on one of the ancient sorcerers of Remuria used his power to assemble a formidable army.
Now wait a second. Don't tell me that guy was the inspiration for the evil sorcerer in the script. We still haven't found any in-game information on him yet. So,
Well, I wasn't planning on going into anything you might be able to find out in the game. But if you want me to talk about something else, then... How about Casiodor,
Oh,
the Golden
Egeria.
Hunter?
Egeria?
Or Egeria, the ex-hunter
Egeria.
Oracle?
Wait, but those people are all from a super long time ago.
From my master.
huh, by master, you mean...
Someone.
Absolutely. Miss Petronia and my father were good friends. Back in the day, she would often bring Clorand over.
Let's not get off topic. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Responding to Egeria's call, a number of warriors followed Casiodor into battle against the monsters. This group of warriors, under Casiodor's leadership, yet, as Fontaine entered an era of peace,
Parang si Rayos
their
na yung
work gradually
Casiodor, no?
became obsolete. The Marechaussee Phantom, originally an association...
Ah, I see.
Is that really a bad thing, though? It can get tough always being the one shouldering everyone's expectations.
Ah, ZZZ Lycan. Wait lang. Ay, maklik. May problema na naman tong Google Chrome, ah.
Depends on who you ask, I suppose. If the name of the organization no longer commands respect, investigative work is bound to suffer.
Speaking of investigations, which problem should we tackle?
I vote monsters. That.
Well said, Miss Farina. Plus, if the sorcerers really are the masterminds...
What about you, partner? What do you think?
The first move. Very nice. Who paid on the first date? Good man. Who's the first to declare their love? That's beautiful. Who proposed? Alright, who is more romantic? There you go. That's the answer you want for that one. So following up on that, who plans more elaborate dates? Very nice, very nice. Who's the best driver? Wow. He's giving her props. Who's more likely to talk their way out of a speeding ticket? Who's the best chef? We usually know this follow-up answer. Who's a pickier eater?
It's just all right.
Yeah.
After some discussion, you decide to turn around and
made
head
the first
out of the
move?
city.
Very nice. Who paid on the first date?
OMG, walang tuloy-tuloy yung quest niya. Paano pag may ihi ka na, no? Bad. This is so... Huwag na, nakatamad na to. Bilisan na natin. Walang pahinga, oh.
Let's take a look around. Like that guy.
You there, outsiders, halt!
Who's there?
An armored man approaches you. He has a tall, muscular build. Although he's trying his best. I'm the captain of the state your purpose. Or it's off to the dungeons for the lot of you.
Wow, it's been a while since
I said talk. Mara Shosei hunters. Ha! That fairy.
What? A critical success? Your luck is through the roof today.
Bilis na, boring na, boring na ako sa...
As you begin to survey the man's
Walang pahinga,
condition,
dire-diretso.
you're immediately able to see past. You've seen many. Seeing your...
I'm a doctor by...
You apply a poultice of specialized medicine to the gash and carefully redress. Thank you, Fred.
Don't worry about it.
So do you know where
He informs you those monsters are... But...
Naintindihan ko pa naman. Ay.
Take it easy and leave the monster.
I'll place my... I just hope all the...
based on what the captain said, the monster should be right up ahead. Let's go. Hopefully we're not too late.
As you approach the battlefield, you see numerous people lying by the side of the road. They appear to be dressed like guards.
Boring.
Their faces are filled with desperation and terror. Some are screaming and cursing in vain, as if still trying to banish the monstrosities they saw from their minds.
Go further, I'm here.
A few of the wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief. Quick, leave this place. Turn around and don't look back, they yell.
This is the place he mentioned, right?
You see broken. All the signs point to one thing.
Be on your guard, everyone. The monster...
Before you can finish your sentence, you hear rustling sounds from the surrounding bushes. The monsters have emerged. They close in.
A little help here.
Your battle round... The next battle round begins now.
Oh,
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Attack mo, bro. Ay, may 5 stocks tayo.
Step right up.
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
The monsters let out a terrifying roar of anger and resentment. Before...
Oh, thank goodness it's over.
We're lucky the Marashose
I never knew the fathometer.
Just as you begin to celebrate your victory, a suspicious lump on the ground catches your attention.
A suspicious.
I walk up to it, crouch down, and begin to carefully examine it. I've still got my right glove on, so...
As you investigate with the monsters gone,
Wait lang,
the small
guys.
protrusion now awaits your discovery, poking out of the ground like a shy flower bud.
Whoa, it's a treasure chest!
With everyone's help, you successfully excavate the even without opening it.
Makes sense. We worked hard for this.
I can understand your excitement, Paimon, but think about it.
Yeah. Think about all the people suffering in the capital. Or all those guards who...
Wait,
Well, let's put it this way. Any decision you make during a role-playing game...
But would the people really believe us? It's hard enough for us to...
That's definitely something we should consider. Maybe...
well, if donating it could...
Looks like your face... well,
Wow!
I'm not sure if it's because I'm having so much fun with you all, or because the...
Here.
Yeah, that won't work for me either.
I understand how you feel, Navia, but we have to change the...
Huh?
There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to...
Whoa.
Well, even if we end the... That's just a coincidence, okay? And anyway, I'm a root...
Well...
It's nothing. I appreciate the concern.
Grabe, dali-dali siya. Parang tanga yung Hoyoverse, oh.
Master was my first ever toy.
Oh wait, so she...
Of course, see? That's what you get for not holding the sword.
Excuse me for...
Bawal i-fast forward, oh.
As I said,
Hoyoverse, your time
wrong
is
with the
up
ways at the
na.
And anyway,
Mas magaganda ng
children don't get
laro.
to choose how they're raised.
Grabe, tuloy-tuloy talaga siya.
What she said was this: make sure to get along. 5.
Well,
No.
So, you're...
Yes.
that really doesn't sound...
Later on, thanks to her, even though the training,
I still. After that, though,
I had a lot of fun during.
we tried to pretend.
Protector of justice. Oh, wait, you...
Yep. That
20 years ago, huh? I still remember the guards leaving all kinds of Oh, although calling herself the Protector of Order was a bit much. Especially...
Huh? When did the protect...
Oh, she had a bunch later on.
that sounds like her, all right.
Well,
It's true. I always.
but...
She.
disappeared.
I have no idea. That night, I was celebrating my birthday at Navia's house. But Master never came to pick me up. When I returned home on my own, it was to an empty house. When she still didn't appear after a few days, I went to Mr. Callis's house to ask about her whereabouts. But he only shook his head.
Papa probably didn't know either. I know he sent a few people to investigate the matter in secret, but they never found any credible leads.
Don't worry, I understand. To be perfectly honest, given Master's personality and way of doing things, it all made a lot of sense. If I had to guess, I'd say she probably used it as an opportunity to force me to become independent. Just like how, when a litter of kittens reaches a certain age, the mother... I was at first.
Well, despite everything, you still...
I wonder. Oh no. Judging by the atmosphere, Coriandon...
Well, anyway,
I had a great time.
Anytime.
the script was good. Hey,
What does she mean on? Guess Al had...
You're that...
I was talking...
Yun. Babay naman na guys. Sa susunod na lang nating pagkikita pa alarm.